Rachel Reeves has pledged to reduce the costs of running the government and cut thousands of civil service jobs ahead of the spring statement this week. The Chancellor told the BBC's Kuenssberg this weekend that government running costs will be cut by 15% by 2030. She said savings would come from back office and administrative roles rather than frontline staff, with up to 10,000 roles expected to go, with unions already up in arms. The news comes ahead of Reeves' spring statement on Wednesday, which will see her update MPs and the public on her plans for the economy, as well as announcing spending cuts for some government departments. Despite promising to only hold one budget a year, with the spring statement intended to be a lower-key affair, Reeves is facing a difficult economic climate. This has wiped out her fiscal headroom, meaning the amount she could increase spending or cut taxes by without breaking her fiscal rules is no longer there. But Reeves has pledged not to budge from her fiscal rules, which rule out borrowing to fund day-to-day spending, and told the Sun newspaper she would not be raising taxes on Wednesday. So, pressure is mounting on her over how to balance the books, and ministers have already unveiled cuts to the welfare bill and to civil service running costs. Further spending cuts are expected ahead of a wider review looking at all state activity, set to be revealed later this year. And speaking on Sunday, Reeves said, "We are, by the end of this parliament, making a commitment that we will cut the costs of running government by 15%. And she argued that anyone running a business will think that is more than possible, given advances in technology and artificial intelligence. She added that the government plans to cut the back office functions, the administrative and bureaucracy functions. The size of government increased massively during the COVID pandemic, Reeves added. The Chancellor also said COVID was 5 years ago, but the size of the civil service hasn't come back during that period. She argued we now need to make sure that we do realise those efficiency savings so that we can invest in the government's priorities. Reeves further denied that Labour was heading towards austerity. She highlighted that last year she put £100 billion more into capital spending than the previous government and more than £20 billion into the NHS, which she called a far cry from Conservative governments. What do you think of Labour's plans for the civil service? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.